Time is money, and welcome to Swimming with Whales special edition. We got 7-2 Indoor Golf with a twist. It's the self-serve kind. That's right. And I'm going to let Matt and Andy, who's with us, share, the vision behind and where everybody's on the go. So, go ahead, Matt. Take it away.
Thanks, Ben. Glad to be on the podcast. And disclaimer, I do not recommend driving and doing podcasts at the same time. I am a professional commuter. So with that being said, appreciate, the opportunity to talk about 7-2 Indoor Golf, kind of the passion, purpose, and pride behind, what brought it to life. And, during the journey, Andy, who's on the call with us, has joined me as just someone as passionate to see this vertical of golf grow, because we do believe that the indoor game can compress time and a beautiful hobby sport passion that I think a lot of the world really enjoys. And we want to be a part of that community and help it explode and grow and really just become the next evolution of how people come together.
I love it. I love it. Community building all around golf. A game that's a classic, a game that's, obviously very vast as far as age, as far as demographics. Anybody can play the game. The amount of focus that it takes. I really love everything around the way you guys are setting up your scalability. Maybe Andy, as you kind of give us a little bit on what we should be looking forward to from 7-2 Indoor Golf. What are you guys in the process of right now? I know you're opening new locations.
Sure.
You got different bays in different locations.
Yep.
You've got different membership programs. You've got a lot of promotions. You're currently in our Malibu location. You opened up July. Tell us a little bit how that's going in conjunction with your existing location. Take it away.
Thanks, Ben. Yeah, well, Matt started this project a few years ago, and I came on board at the tail end of last year. And at the time, Matt was transitioning the business model, really transitioning it from kind of a staffed environment to a self-serve, as you mentioned earlier, a self-service model. We kind of look at this as like the gym for golf, a place where you can come and do your thing on your time, when you want it, how you want it, and do it with the minimum of fuss and other distractions. So our model is self-serve in terms of access and booking. So you book online, and then you can access the facility via a keypad. And then once you're inside the facility, you can then access the simulators and just get going straight away. We don't sell or serve food and beverage in the facilities. That's a very specific part of the model. We encourage people to bring their own food and drink in if they want to. We have a vending machine as well that supplies snacks and drinks and things like that. But really what we're looking at is providing a great space with top-class amenities and top-class technology, and for it to be accessible to anybody who wants to play the game of golf. And like Matt says, then you get into all of the different aspects of why this model is good for golfers and good for business. Time compression is the number one, because it takes 4+ hours to play around on a private course, and maybe 5 or 6 hours on a public course if you're in the LA area, for sure. The conditions might not be great either. So it's really about being able to give people who don't have that much time to spare the ability to practice and play their golf on top level equipment, and improve their game. Really, that's what we want to see. We want to see people come and use our facility. They could use it for fun and recreation, and it's not saying that everyone has to be chasing a single digit handicap, but
don't be that guy,
don't be that guy,
lady, that young man, that young lady. Make sure you guys focus on the passion of playing the game. This is from an individual that's played for 20 years. but only started taking lessons about 7 years ago. And, golf is incredible.
Mm.
But
We find it does, yeah. Well, I mean, sorry to cut you off, Ben, but I mean, we find it does. We are seeing the improvement. A lot of our members and players tell us how much the using the facility has improved their game, and I think that has always been one of the challenges for indoor golf. Like, how does it compare to the outdoor game? It's a new evolution of the game, as we said before. But the mechanics and the physics of ball striking and setup and your swing is all exactly the same as you would do in the real world on a golf course. So once people translate those skills that they hone at 7-2, they're finding that they're going out and really nailing it on the course. Yeah.
Yeah, I think what really, besides, I mean, you guys are the operators. You guys will tell us a little bit more as far as, what areas you'll be scaling to and stuff like that. But as far as me as a user and friends of mine, as far as their feedback, I can tell you that again, on this podcast, we're trying to figure out how is it that certain operators in a space become whales? How are you able to truly help regionally, then maybe interstate, nationally, help the masses with something that's in demand? And you touched upon, kind of BYOB, bring your own drink, and the golf mentality, the golf etiquette is the type of etiquette that we all want to try to live by. Because for the most part, when you look at golfers, yeah, of course, you've got a couple of them that are amazing players. I think it's John Daly, is it? That's, drinks quite a bit, but still plays. Is it John Daly?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
there you go. So you got, I'm not good at name dropping. I'm not my son. One of them, Eitan, he's amazing at name dropping. But I can tell you that golf way of life is healthy, is wellness, is being able to stay focused on what it is that's really giving you that healthy dopamine.
Yeah.
And in our Malibu location, we're excited to hopefully have sports massage come in, operator, because we were there actually last week. This is now beginning of November. And we were there with my wife, Lena, and she handles the marketing for the most part. And it's amazing at a few of the consumers, for 7-2 that were coming in. They were very interested. Oh, it's going to be a stretch lab. Oh, it's going to be something for, so you could see that the demand is there. And in addition to, again, other synergy operators, why don't you guys tell us again? I gave you at the beginning a few questions. You answered some of them. Continue
the expansion. I know I didn't touch on the
Yeah.
expansion. And so the expansion phase is, as you say, Malibu open in June.
Right.
Woodland Hills, Newbury Park has been there for a few years now. We are literally in the build of Woodland Hills, and we're about to.
Will you disclose, Andy? And I'm going to ask you some stuff. And if you don't feel like disclosing, don't. Because that's just the way I am.
Yeah.
So just FYI, because I'm a numbers
That's
guy.
okay. Yeah.
Where are you guys right now, roughly, on goals, on numbers, kind
Sure.
of towards the end of the quarter, realistic, where you want to be, kind of? Because again, the listeners of the podcast, other than operators that want to potentially venture with us, in other locations, or potentially just consumers that would love to go into 7-2. So go ahead and let us know kind of. I know that you've been kind enough, for example, you have amazing TVs all over your space, and you have amazing promotions that are really organic to the golfers. And in our Malibu location, for example, we have the golf cart operator dealer that's right next door. So tell us a little bit, other than your, again, last quarter numbers as far as members, scalability, like kind of next 90 days, 6 months type of a thing.
Well, the next 6 months is opening Woodland Hills and
Yeah.
Simi Valley, right? Two new locations which have 7 bays, bigger than our current model of 4 bays. So we found bigger venues, bigger spaces in these larger cities, larger urban cities. So we're very excited about opening, to a center that can accommodate more golfers and more players. We have around 105 members in Newbury Park at the moment, and around 40 in Malibu. We would look for around 100, 150 between those two numbers as a kind of sweet spot for membership. But we also encourage pay to play, so anyone who can just come along and play from as little as half an hour to for as long as they want. So we're very much encouraging that kind of usage of the facilities as well. And look, it's gone really well. I mean, Malibu surprised us in terms of the amount of members that we've signed up so quickly. It's been an incredible scaling.
Do you think that has something to do? Do you think that has something to do with the fact that Malibu doesn't have a golf course?
Yeah, I mean that was one of the key strategic, reasons for us going to Malibu. Not as well as the kind of having a marquee name in our locations, and everything that Malibu kind of says to people. It was also very, very much defined as an area where there are a lot of golfers with no golf course. The nearest golf course is a half an hour drive over a canyon, so like an hour drive there and back. So again, being able to open something that helps the community and kind of give something to the community, especially a community like Malibu, which has suffered a lot this year, to be able to go in there and bring a new reason for them to be happy that they live in Malibu. And it's a beautiful place 100%. In the world, but it's like I say, it's had a tough ride of it this year. So it kind of bringing back a little bit of positivity and some energy back into the area.
Fires, not to be satiric or anything, but fires happen. Lots of disasters happen. The idea is Malibu is an amazing looking piece of land. Not to say that Simi Valley or Newberry or Woodland Hills isn't, because at the end of the day, what we focus again in Swimming with Whales, I know you guys are laughing at me as you kind of
laughing with you.
Where's Ben gonna go now? All right. So
no, it's okay. I'm prepared for anything. I prepared for any.
We spoke to Dr. Health and our good friend Dar, and it's all about staying in the focus, staying in the zone. And coming back to 7-2 and staying in the zone and being synergetic and positive energy to the community, and growing. Maybe Matt can tell us a little bit about behind the name, and then something inspirational before Andy continues with his numbers, because he's a little bit boring right now. But Andy, I'm not throwing you under the bus, man. I'm serious.
You're asking the questions, mate.
I know. So that's why I'm if you don't mind, I'd like to kind of have a little bit of Matt right now.
Yeah, please.
Go for it.
Sure. 7-2 stands for 72. So SVN is shorthand for 7. For those that enjoy the game, are aware of what 72 stands for, it's par on a championship course. And, when you get into the journey of golf, you think like, could I ever be scratch? And that's what 72 represents. It's kind of like the epitome of the game. I think in life, we all kind of want to play the game as best as we can, and what that benchmark may be or whatever. We all have our own benchmarks that we reach for, but 72 is a reminder that we can always continue to better, right? Because only I think 0.001% of the population actually plays scratch golf. And golf is a game that is hard. Life is hard, and you always can improve at life. And you can really, for I think the majority of everyone who plays golf, it's always a game of improving. And I think even the Jason Days of the world, or, the Scotty Schefflers, they're always improving. They have their own coaches, right? So golf is a really nice just analogy, metaphor, whatever you want to call it, like in terms of just life has its ups and downs. It's got its journeys. Some days you play great, some days you don't play great, but you just got to keep playing, right? If you're going to get there, and whatever that destination may be. So 72 is just, to me, it's a brand that really screams perseverance. A little backstory of just 72 in general is it started out really as a passion project. I'm close with my father. I'm the youngest of five, and just always had an affinity for wanting to work with him. He was an engineer and I was in HR for a long time. And when this opportunity arose, it said, hey, we like to build stuff, literally. So let's see if we can build something creative, unique, and take my passion for creating experiences, and make it into a business. And so my dad and I started Newberry in 2022, amongst the pandemic, which was a difficult time, as we all know, especially for indoor type of facilities. But, we saw it as something we can do together, something that we can really connect on and enjoy and derive energy from. And we literally demoed the whole place, built it ourselves, designed it ourselves, and from there, it was really just kind of a fail forward moment of seeing how do we make this business that really has no business in Southern California, because we got great weather all the time and a lot of golf courses. And so a lot of people just laughed at us, right? Like, oh, okay, good luck with that. And eventually, when your back's up against the wall and business gets tough, we had one or two choices. We pivot, get creative, and work a little bit harder, or we quit. And we all know what happens when we quit. Failure, right? But no one wants to fail. So I put my thinking cap on, did some research, and said, hey, operating expenses are a bit high because rent's a little higher in California, especially SoCal. Wages are high, right? These are all things that's like, some things are in our control, some things are not. And so I figured out how to pivot and make it an unmanned self-service facility. From there, I think the magic started happening. We, diminished OpEx, increased margin, and really started seeing something that became a novelty to the area, especially to golfers. Like, what? You mean I just need a code? No one bothers me. I get access to TrackMan for $99 a month, 5 hours, which breaks it down to $20 an hour. You can't even get a bucket of balls for that anymore. Is that you get access to all your swing data. You get access to videos of your club path and face angle. These are all things you don't get at arbitrary practice for a driving range, right? Unless you've got a coach behind you that you're paying $150, an hour for, that may have access to swing technology like a TrackMan, right? So there's a lot of things that ended up being wrong when we started, but a lot of things that were right. And one of the things that really kind of, when I thought about the business from a holistic and visionary standpoint, is what makes 7-2 a bit different than the rest is we've built a community, and the community is still building brick by brick, facility by facility, player by player. We've got leagues on Tuesday night, and we're about to launch an outdoor tournament series, which is going to bring even more people to the holistic nature of, well, cool, you run an indoor business, but guess what? We're also about to branch it into an outdoor business. So you get to take all your lessons and your improvements in a compressed amount of time indoors and show off on the great courses in Ventura County or LA, depending on who we partner with, right? So there's a lot of exciting elements of what Andy and I are embarking on. Is quick expansion, kind of like you said, the gym model, where for, the lowest in the business, you'll have access to 4 facilities all within 30 miles of themselves, down at the beach, in the valley, over in Thousand Oaks on your way to, Santa Barbara, or here in Simi Valley if you find yourself, traveling on more of the valley side. So we're trying to be the accessible premium brand that everyone can enjoy, not just the elite, not just, those that are blessed, that to be members at other facilities, but we want everybody. And we want everyone to be a part of our growing.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Do you guys don't have clubs, right? Like extra clubs just in case?
Yeah,
Do you?
Yeah,
You
we do
do?
rental clubs. Yeah, we have rental clubs for men, women, and children,
What
and
about
left-handers. Oh yeah, lefties are
my wife? I
always.
can't leave my wife out. I
Yes,
cannot leave my wife
everyone
out.
knows a lefty. Everyone knows a lefty. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
we make sure
I'm
we have
I'm
like
I'm a
Callaway
little
or
bit lefty too,
there you
but
go.
anyways, go ahead,
Yeah.
Henry. Well,
No. We have premium clubs in there. There's like at the moment we have Tacoma and Mizuno and Callaway. Playing with Titleist balls. You're playing with top-notch gear. So
good. Good. Well, Matt, thank you so much for really letting us know the way the sauce is made. We really, really appreciate it. And when we're all cheering for you guys, as we would like to invite other affiliates, like I said, that like what Matt is saying, that this resonates with them, to just reach out to us. You can go to moneymanagement.today and real quick, Harry, if you don't mind just sharing the screen, so that way we can go there. And as you go on our site, you can kind of scroll down. You'll be able to see that 72 is all the way on the bottom as part of our sponsors right there, the logo. And right from there, you can go to their website. Let's do that. Let's go to their website, Harry. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So that's very cool. I mean, their animation is just like sick. So check it out. I definitely recommend it. They got great deals. And if they're not in an area where you are, then reach out to us. Now, as far as being an operator, when you go back to the Money Management That Today website, you're able to go to our affiliate link. And within that link, we have a program that's called Farming 101. And this is a free program that we created to help other scaling operators to be able to really have a plan and really kind of be able to execute their plan. And I can tell you that, obviously scaling up is something that can take 18 months and it can also take 10 years. So the question is, what are your goals? And are you able to reverse engineer it? So if you'd like to talk to us about any of that, please reach out to us. We have our blogs also, Harry, if you don't mind just jumping in there. Just far as different information on the links. Yeah. All right, let's go back to Andy. You were telling us about where you're going to next, because
Yeah.
that's what we all want to know in life. What's up tomorrow, right? Because this is not interesting. I mean, living like, Matt is now driving, doing the grind, and Andy's in the office, and I'm not rollerblading or bike riding or
we're
on a
always
ski
working. We're
slope.
always working. What would we do
Yeah.
without it?
So tell us,
No. Look, the
where
future
do
for
you
us
think?
is to
Yes.
expand the orbit around kind of this part of northern Los Angeles where we reside. So we're slowly expanding that orbit, and we want to look in other areas as well. In SoCal, we think Orange County is very, very interesting. Even going out east as well to Riverside, San Bernardino, even maybe into Vegas as well. There are competitors that are out there. There are people out there doing what we do, but no one is doing it like we do it at the price point that we offer at the premium level that our builds are produced at. So we're really giving everyone a very, very exclusive product for a very, very achievable price point. And that's how we want to always just make sure that is our offering, right? That is our core product. Even when we bring other things on, like Matt mentioned, the outdoor series, which is great because then that shows the lineage between practicing indoor and then playing outdoor. We want to really connect the golf community together. We don't see it as indoor versus outdoor. We started as an indoor facility, but our goal for the future is to become a leading golf brand that unites all facets of the game.
Yeah, I think what makes what you just said and what Matt said before really a reality for a manifestation that is going to come true is pretty much what I said was the secret sauce at the beginning, because I'm just a genius. I'm just kidding, I'm not. But you guys are the ones that came up with it. Self-serve. Self-serve is incredible. The fact that anybody can pretty much do it anywhere and hang out, and just like Matt said, it's very reasonably priced and amazing facilities, and receive all the data.
Here's the thing, though, Ben. It's
during crappy conditions, during rain, amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can even be like a little bit vain and bring people and say, "Yo, I suck," but then really show them how good you are because you're there all the time. I'm telling you.
Well, yeah, look, the ideal for us is for two guys to be playing, or two guys and two friends to be playing on the course, and one of them to turn around and go, "How the hell did you get this good? Like last time we played, you were absolutely awful, and now you're striping the ball and you're consistent with your ball striking."
Scratch player, baby.
And it's like, I've been at 7-2. I spent half an hour there every other day, and look at me now. That's kind of our goal. But listen, on the self-service thing. Self-service isn't a new thing. Gyms have been doing it for years. What the secret sauce really is how Matt and his team operate. And you
100%.
can, you can copy other people's models, or you can do it where you think you're doing it the same way as somebody else. But really, the magic happens from the individual and what they put into it, what they're striving for has to be great. And that's what Matt is always striving for. He's always striving for great. Like, it's not good. It's not
You
better.
guys have the Pepperdine golf team, right?
So we're the official sponsor for the Pepperdine golf team this year. Fantastic, NCAA championship winning program in the last few years. Got some incredible golfers in the men's and women's golf team this year. And we're doing NIL and in arena sponsorship with them. So we're on their ESPN broadcast, we're on their indoor signage, and then we're also working with their players as well.
Listen, you told us already where you're coming next, right?
Yeah, Simi Valley, Woodland Hills.
Besides that,
we haven't actually inked anything yet, Ben. But as I said, we're looking at
Orange County,
looking at the OC, looking at east, going east a little bit from SoCal.
There you go, Orange County. Okay, so why are you keeping it a secret, Andy?
No secret. It's out. Everyone knows now.
So there you go. Everybody knows. So if you're out there in OC and you got a nice little center or an area that you'd like for us to come check out, see if this is going to work for us, please reach out. And as far as being able to really provide what it takes, I think you guys are it. I think, Swimming with Whales is going to look back and is going to say, wow, we got Matt and Andy to talk to us when they weren't, busy on a boat counting the numbers.
We'll always talk to you, Ben. We'll always talk.
No, I know. Listen, it's okay. It's okay. It's good to be able to manifest free
Absolutely.
time.
I'm a big believer in that. And I know Matt is as well. Like, I know there are plenty of people in the business world who don't like to talk about things, who don't like to jinx things or say things before they happen. I'm completely the opposite. And I have, been that way my whole professional life. I say it and then I try and do it. And if I do it, I succeed. If I don't, I fail and then I learn and then I come.
Well, you guys are doing it.
And now we're doing it.
You guys are doing it. You guys are providing, like you said, Andy, it's not just the self-serve. It's also the amenities. Mm-hmm. It's the quality. Mm-hmm. It's the maintenance. Mm-hmm. It's the ongoing top-notch,
Yeah.
really kind of product, top-notch product that you guys are really in charge of providing. I'm going to deviate a little bit. Everybody knows that I'm into investments. So when we're talking about top-notch investments, again, commercial real estate, triple net, hopefully that's me. So Matt and Andy, it comes to really obviously a different space. Much more fun space. A lot of times people think about investments, they start, they need a cup of coffee or they need a cup of tea or they don't need anything. Anyways, at the point when I start mumbling, that's the point when we all say goodbye, which is good because we just hit our 30-minute mark.
Awesome.
Listen, I have my organic signs. That's how it works in life.
Good stuff.
Did I leave anything out, you guys?
I don't think so, Matt.
No, I mean, hey, Ben, I really appreciate the opportunity to just kind of share our bits about just a very budding and I think very biased opinion that we're on to something special. And we're on to something special because the community that's starting to really develop from the 7-2 just, I think vibe or 7-2 just the efforts we're putting in as a team and growing the players around the business and growing the community around the game. Just be on the lookout for a facility near you. If you're interested in essentially strategically partnering with us, reach out to Ben, like he said. But there's going to be a lot of noise around this brand here soon. So we're excited.
We're excited also. We're excited to be affiliated with you guys, and we're excited to help golfers around Southern California at this point, and hopefully in other areas coming nearby. And reach out to us. Keep up the good focus, the good, mental stability that we all look for. And I'm gonna leave everybody with something that I heard just a few days ago, which really resonated with me. And it's really simple, and I'd love for everybody to kind of keep it. So here we go. This is it. This is the end of the podcast at this point, and I'm gonna give you guys something to think about. So happiness is your status quo minus your expectations. So take away your expectations and you should be happy. That's it. That's what it is. And when you're up there hitting a ball or you're up there going to a meeting or you're just have no expectations, just be happy. You're alive, you're breathing, you're here on a mission as it is, and the purpose will allow you to get motivated. And that's what all of us are trying to do with this podcast, with sharing this information, with being transparent. Just allow everybody to understand, what makes us tick. And if there's any synergy, then great. Hopefully we'll see each other and we'll do something because we are real people. Because we are against bots. We do not speak to bots. Only real people. All right, you guys.
Cheers, Ben.
All right.
Cheers, everybody.
Ben.
Have a blessed day.
Take care.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody.